have shelter. There we go. Right there. What a beauty, huh? I got a hot tip from an old friend about a secret spot, so we're heading up and we're gonna check it out. This road is turning out to be much more adventurous than I had imagined it might. It's been pretty steep, really rocky. Can't believe we made it. Holy smokes, but my drone is back there somewhere. I did recover the drone, so I'm trying to get everything shut down right now, but I did get it. It was way back there. I don't know what happened. Got stuck behind a tree, I'm sure. This lake is amazing. I have never gotten to a lake in such a dramatic fashion. So I guess that stream has always been a road, like since the 1930s. I've got this really big rock. Try to stay as far over there as I can and kind of come in at an angle. This spot is awesome. Picking my way through these rocks. It's starting to make more sense why my friend parted with the information of where this lake is. Well, I think it was kind of a challenge, to be honest, because where he told me he camped, and I just walked up there and confirmed it, is up here, so pay attention to these rocks as I go. So I'm going to kind of aim down so you can see these rocks. Anyway, I think I can do it, but I'm going to have to be very careful. And it makes sense. He would totally camp up here. He would see this challenge and he would conquer it. You know, one morning I woke up and he was on the top, like let's say it was here, he would be on the top of that. Now, let me change this angle. I woke up and he would have been on the top of that mountain with no real perceivable way of getting up there, but he just woke up before everyone else and climbed up there. He's always biting off more than I can chew. He seems to do just fine with it. I guess I'm gonna see if I can get up here, because this is where he camped. Let me turn around so you can see. He camped up here in this meadow, and it is a beautiful campsite. I mean, I must admit, you're tucked back in here, you've got a view of the lake behind me. So I would park the truck right here where I'm standing. So it would be awesome. I'd have that beautiful view of the lake, and then I would just be tucked up in here into this tiny little perfect meadow. We made it. That was definitely more than I would have done had it not been for being challenged. So, thanks, Ben. So this is where my friend parked. He was just here on Labor Day, so it wasn't very long ago. Anyway, I tucked myself in. I can still get to everywhere I need to get to, but it gives me great shade for more hours of the day. It's about 2:30. I left home at about 6 a.m. So it's taken quite a while to get here. It's quite a journey. Let's explore the fishing opportunities. This lake is literally surrounded by these boulders. The whole thing. So moving around, going anywhere, just takes so long. You just gotta boulder hop. I totally regret not bringing the goats, because I could be doing this hiking and getting to this perfect spot, and then I'm going to have to hike back to the truck. If I had the goats, I could set up camp anywhere, put myself right at the very best fishing spot. Now I'm going to have to go back and forth. That's what goats are for. Yeah, pack goats. Wow, almost looks like we might get some afternoon storms. I should have brought a poncho. Another reason, I should have had the goats. I'd have everything right here with me. This is a crazy spot. I'm just right below this huge rock slide. It's very impressive. This is a new kind of jig that I haven't used before. So it kind of has action to its head. It has a joint. And it also has some purple feathers, which I would have rather not had, but I didn't have a choice. You like fishing, huh, Maggie? Where's the fish? She's like, catch one, man. I'm ready. I wish it was that easy. Oh, one's chasing it right off the bat. Oh my goodness. Oh, lots of them are chasing it. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're going to catch fish here. That's awesome. That's exciting. Alright, now I just got to put in the effort. Like I've always said, the first cast is your best chance. Yeah, no fish this time either. Isn't that weird? Fish are so weird. I can't be the only two trout in this lake. Maybe I'll have to move. Come on. Oh, got one. Wow. Where's my net? Oh, That looks like dinner size. It might be a little small. Yeah, it's a little small. Let me get my net so I can release it. No, Maggie. No, Maggie. I should have had my net down here with me. Yeah, it's a little small. I'm gonna try for something bigger. Stunning. Oh, amazing. Come on. Let's get you unhooked. He's almost big enough. Yeah. Now watch, I'll let him go and then I won't catch any more. Having this joint in the hook does not make this part any easier. There we go. Alright, he's free. Woohoo! Slippery little guy. Wow. What a stunner. Big head, small body. It kind of worries me that the fish might not be very big here. They might be overpopulated. Yeah. Have to keep trying. No, you stay. Stay. Good girl. Just look cute. That's all I want. Well, the fish are jumping, so hopefully I'll be able to catch another. But this storm does look like it's heading my direction. Oh! Haha! Got another one. Oh, I hope this one's bigger. Woo. Yeah, this one looks a little bigger. This one's more dinner sized, just barely. Maybe I should keep this one. This one's a female. A little bit of a different color. There we go. Alright. Yeah, she's pretty. She's definitely big enough to make a dinner, but maybe she's just full of eggs. Maybe she's not this fat. I don't know. Let's let her go. Let's go deep. Maybe the big ones are out deeper. Let it sink. I'm gonna go for a big one, Maggie. Gotta get a big one. But not too big. Just right. Ah, the wind's picking up. Feels like that storm's gonna do something. Come on. Take it. Take it. Well, I haven't hit the bottom that I know of. Oh, maybe I just hit. Oh, that was a bite. Ooh. Oh, that was another bite. Unless I'm hitting rocks. Nope, I'm getting bites. I just saw it flash. Ooh, oh, almost got it. This is fun. Love it when the fish are biting. Don't you, Maggie? Makes it so much funner. Even if we are going to get rained on and die. We'll be alright. Let it sink again. I'm going to catch the same little fish, I'm afraid. Oh, I might have to go back to the truck and take shelter. I'm probably going to get about halfway there and this is going to hit. What to do? So many decisions when you're in the backcountry, huh? It's not like they're important or anything. Yeah, with this wind, it could get pretty cold if I get wet. Caught unprepared. Can't swim across. Oh. Maybe I should bump it harder so I hook it. I think I might have something. No? Oh, yep. Ah, it's another little one. I'm not even going to show the camera this one. This is embarrassing. Gotta catch something better than that. Alright, I'll bring you back if I catch another one. It's worth showing you. Tempted to walk back because I know I didn't close my windows either. Alright, let's hustle back. We're racing the storm. Hopefully we get to camp before the rain hits. I think I'll make it. Yeah, I think I got time. I'm about halfway back, I think. Maybe a little more than halfway. So, let me show you the storm. Luckily it's not a super fast moving storm or I'd already be getting wet. I may have missed my window. It's starting to get really windy. Oh yeah, getting really windy. The air just got quite a bit colder. You can see the trees blustering around. I'm not far now. I don't know how far, maybe a couple football fields. You can never give up. You gotta keep pushing forward. Gonna make it. Oh, there it is. I see it. We are gonna make it. Cutting it close though. Here we are. So, yeah, the side doors are open. The rooftop tent is open. The window is open. Let's get this all buttoned up. This got installed upside down. Oopsies. Still hasn't rained. Whew. Finally, I have shelter. Just in the nick of time. Got the table all set up, but it started raining just now. Better get my chair and stuff under cover. Where's Junie? Where'd Junie go? Oh, there she is. Good girl, Junie. Alright, doggies. You better get under the shelter. Come here, Junie. Now let's close up the back. Now I've got this set up so I can work from that side. Make some dinner. Do everything I need to do. Everything will stay nice and dry. Everything's buttoned up top, so my bed will be nice and dry. I am ready. I open this up. I can access everything. I walked the aisles of the grocery store and just looked for ideas. I've got all kinds of fixins, and I'm gonna make pie. Okay, is that better? Maggie just wants to play. She's got her stick. I'm breaking out a brand new 5-inch Firebox. But I haven't broke out a new Firebox in years. I like my old beat up Fireboxes. They're all brown from the heat. I don't even try to keep them new looking. The last time I used this, I did have the fryer basket, but I didn't have a way of draining the fryer basket. So we were setting it on an angle like that to drain it, and it was running down the sides a little bit. Let me go ahead and put this handle on here, and I'll show you our solution, or at least a prototype for a solution. This will slide right into this handle, and then you'll be able to prop your fryer basket. Like I say, this is a prototype, so it's still not quite perfect, but I'm testing it out on this trip. But that way you'll be able to, hopefully, I might need to tweak it just a little bit. There we go. I've just got to get the rhythm, and we need to make some minor adjustments. But this was after 2 days of working on it. This is how far we got as far as producing a prototype. So what we'll probably do is have this set up so it actually locks into place, because right now it can work its way up as you flex this and put it through its motions. So we're thinking if that locks in place until you flex this and then you can pop it out, that'll be better. But I think this will work for this go around. We'll cut them both ways. Macaroni and cheese, London broil roast beef. So I'm just gonna rip that up. Ooh, Maggie likes the smell of that stuff. She's like, show me the beef. Gonna roll them up into little balls so they'll be more noticeable when I'm eating this. Let's crack some salt and pepper on it. Here we go. Got some on my cutting board. Maybe I can just use that. For those of you wondering, I did wash my hands with soap. So at least I got that going for me. Alright, let's see if we can close this up. This is going to be tricky, to say the least. What should we do here? Maybe we should bring the corners together. Try to pinch the seams. Making it work, but I can't get too much of that dressing on my pie crust or it won't stick together, is what I'm guessing. This is going to be an interesting shaped little pie. Let's rip off just a little bit of this dough. Let's just see what it does. See if this is hot enough. Might need to turn it up a little bit. I had it higher and then thought I was getting it too hot. That little bit of dough is bubbling pretty well. Let's put our little pie in our fryer basket. And let's go ahead and drop it down in. It might not be quite hot enough. Let's turn it up. It's starting to bubble pretty good. This way my mac and cheese will get hot. It's pretty big, so maybe going slow is not such a bad idea. Maybe the next one I'll use 2 halves and I'll make it flat. let's not get too carried away with the ingredients this time, so we have some space. Here we have our tikka masala. So let's put it right on the rice. I think we need plenty of sauce. We kind of do it in chunks. I'm going to finish this other pie. There we go. Wipe around the edges of this one. We'll cover it up. This will be our flat version. Will it pie? That's the question. I might be answering it right now. It's getting messy. And I'm just going to lift it out of there. I'll bet it's cooled enough. Ooh, still pretty warm. This pie might not fit. Look at that. It's going to be a tight fit. Alright. Alright, let's see. Get that in. Let's see how it tastes. I love pie crust. It's so flaky and nice. Well, let's see. That is really good. Oh yeah, that's yummy. Maggie seems to think that I'm cooking for her all the time. She doesn't seem to realize that's not the case. Wow, that's good. I'm just going to pick this pie up and eat. That's got to be one of its biggest advantages, right? Finger food. It's very good. It's plenty hot. Let's get this guy up where it can drain. Right there. I let this cool just a little bit. So I think I can touch it. Yeah, it's still quite hot, but oh yeah, it's tender. The bigger they are, the more careful you have to be with them, I'll bet. Alright, Indian food, course number 2. Looks good so far. Oh yeah. It's good. You know, you kind of want a chewy bread with tikka. You want naan. But this is good. Ooh, very hot. You don't have to have a big flame to maintain hot oil. That's good. I think I'm almost ready for dessert. Yep, look at her follow it. Oh, yeah, I guess I better give you some now. Alright, there you go. Cooking a small bird, like maybe a Cornish game hen or something like that, would work really well. And for you. Okay, no, this is for Junie. No, Maggie, no. Good girl. Come here. You want to do this? Let's see. You didn't bring it back. You just came back for more food? As you could have guessed, I'm eating another peach. They're still in season, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Alright. This isn't for dogs. I want to fit a whole peach in there. I love these peaches. So good. Got a bunch of the juice on the edges. Hopefully that won't prevent the pie crust from sticking to itself. Maggie's laying on the tripod, so she's moving it around. Alright, I think that's maxing it out. It's about as much as I dare try for. I was going to put raspberries in there, but I don't think I really left any space. I don't know. This is going to be tricky. I think I'm overfilling it. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So I'm still just trying to get this pie together, but it keeps blowing out. So I'm going to let the edges fold a little bit. Hopefully that'll keep it from blowing out. So I don't know what I didn't record. Hey, Maggie, no. But I did put cinnamon and sugar on the peaches. And I put a few raspberries. So I'm just going to keep pinching these until they seem like they're holding. Maybe kind of roll them. It seems to be holding now. So I'm just going to try to flatten it out a little bit, and then let's get it going. It's a big one. This flame has been turned down for quite a while now, so I'm not sure exactly how hot this oil is. Let's see. I think I'm lifting the whole bracket out, so I'm definitely seeing some things that need to change to make that idea work. Yeah. Peach pie coming up. I think it did open up right here. Ooh, it's heavy. It's a big pie. I think that's a risky proposition right there. It's wanting to break apart in every way. I might have made this too big. I'm not going to give up and turn it down, or maybe even off, because I think there's enough heat there to keep me going. Let's see if I can get under the whole thing. If there's any way I can turn this. This one's turning out to be a mess. I got greedy. Alright, let's let it drain. Everything else I cook from now on is probably going to taste like peaches and raspberries. Let's see if we can get this out of this fryer basket in one piece. It's going to be tricky. It's very fragile. And it's pretty heavy. So it's a bad combination. Just slide it out. And it's coming apart a little bit, but not too bad really. That looks really good, actually. What a beauty, huh? Let's taste it. You know, it's pretty hard to screw up fresh peaches. Pretty much whatever you do, they're gonna taste good. And these taste wonderful. Maggie loves whipped cream. There you go. Peach pie. Oh yeah, that whipped cream is a good addition. I don't know how it could be any better. It's pretty yummy. I let myself get a little bit too cold. Whew. Oh. I have to unzip the legs a little more. do love my down layer. So nice. I thought I'd walk down and just see if I can catch a fish on this shore, or if it's too shallow. There's still quite a bit of light left. I could probably catch a fish. Whoa, Maggie. I don't think I'd keep it if I got one tonight. I think I'd let it go. What a beautiful night. This lake's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Pretty big. Tell you what, I don't want to walk all the way around there again. It's a long ways. There's actually another lake nearby, and I'm going to hike to that tomorrow. Oh, I got one. Nice. Woohoo. Oh, he's a beautiful little fish. Come here, woohoo. Nice. See what I'm talking about with the big head. I don't know if you can see him well enough to see that. Big head, skinny, small body. That means there's too many fish in this lake. I really should keep it just for that reason, but there's just not enough meat on his bones to make it worth the effort to cook him up. Good morning. Had a pretty rough night last night. You'd think I'd have the best night of my life living in luxury like that, but oh, I have a stiff neck and had bad dreams all night. But we're still here, so yay! I'm gonna go hike to that other lake, and I'm hoping I can catch a big fish. Good girl, Junie. Good girl. It rained all night. There's still some storm clouds in that direction, but in this direction it's pretty blue. Hopefully the rain won't be a problem. I will take my poncho with me when I hike over to that other lake. Oh, look at that. Got a swimming pool here in my awning. See if we can get that. That's a little better. I didn't quite have my chair under cover. I think that was a tree creaking, but someone else will tell me it was a Sasquatch. Well, the lake sure is looking beautiful, with its great big guardian mountain behind it. There are a couple things I need to do here at camp, not to mention coffee and breakfast, and then we'll go ahead and make that hike and check out that other lake. Let's take care of some chores here first. Number one is my power bank that runs my Dometic fridge is running very low, so I need to get the solar charger out. This small amount of light that we have, I mean, it's not very bright out here, was enough that it's actually charging. So this has been a great little system for me. This little ultralight setup is the Firebox Freestyle, but only 3 of the panels, creating the Firebox Tri-Torch. I'll show you how it works. You can use it either with sticks in their upright position, so that's why it's called the torch, because it's kind of like a Swedish fire torch. But if you pull that pin out and get these hinges connected, and then we'll aim these feet outward for the most stability, and then you run these fire sticks through. And I'm going to be running it with alcohol. So this is the Toke's siphon jet alcohol burner, and my alcohol is not ice cold, but it's a little bit cool. Ultralight system that really works great with wood as well. Even though that alcohol is cold, I'm betting it comes to a bloom pretty quick if I can get it to light. I think I got it, yeah, I think I got it to light. So it should, the jets should start running. Yep, they are already starting to run. Look at that. Bam. I love the Trangia, don't get me wrong. But this is just a great little stove as well. It'll light right up now, it's warmed up. Yeah, when you run it with sticks, you can put 4 or 5 long sticks. I mean, they end up being about 6 inches long. And it really puts out the BTUs because those sticks are vertically oriented. Really a fun little stove. I once did a backpacking trip where that's the only stove I brought, and it served me very well. Junie's getting to be about 8 years old, maybe 9. We don't really know for sure. She was a rescue pup. She's starting to get cold all the time. You have to keep her taken care of, especially when it's all wet out here like this, huh? Get you a little cold. Not Maggie. She's not cold. She just wants to play. She's bringing me a stick. Tell you, that little alcohol stove puts out plenty of heat. I don't want to put too much pressure on this table, because if it did collapse, I'd lose all my oil. So I'm going to move this back a little ways. Coffee time. Come here, Junie. Come here. Come here. Come here, Maggie. Come here. Oh, good girl. Come on. Oh, good dog. That's a good dog. That's a good girl. Oh, good girl. Now sit down. Come here. Get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tear it apart. That's your specialty. Good girl. Oh, good girl. Get it. Oh, good dog. Oh, fish just jumped. This is another new product that we hope to have available in October, sometime in the month of October. But since I'm not using this over a fire or there's no flames involved, I'm using a gas burner, I can use this little J-bolt that we had specially made for us, put that up through the square hole, and then tighten this wing nut on top. Now this, there is a little bit of a break-in, is what I found, and so you may have to use a pair of pliers the first time you do this and kind of snug that a little bit with some pliers. But once it's been seated, then you can do it just with finger strain. That gives you a connected handle instead of being a releasing, removable handle. And it also makes it so you can turn it upside down. So rather than make pie this morning, I'm just going to do bacon and eggs because it'll be quick and I want to get hiking to that lake. Those rocks are pretty cool over there with the morning light. I'm trying to conserve gas. I just realized this is the only canister I brought, so I want to be able to make some more pies. Now sometimes it's a little bit hard to figure out where to set your pan to get it to line up with the grooves. And what I do is I just use the straight face and then I just try to center it on the pan and put it close to that, you know, close this direction to that face, and then it drops right in. I'm going to put this windscreen around this side over here. I think it'll just improve my efficiency a little bit. Every once in a while I just get a really light breeze that prevents the heat from getting to this end of the pan. But this is working out really nice. I've got a lot of fat here that I'll be able to cook my eggs in. See, I want to rotate these around so this fatty end is in the grease. That'll help it get cooked. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit more. Having this windscreen caused my pan to get a little hotter, so definitely increased efficiency. I was thinking I'd try to fit 3 eggs in here. I may not be at camp for lunch, or at least by the time I'm starting to get hungry for lunch. Oop, I broke the yolk on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and have myself a nice hearty breakfast. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt, but not too much. It's cooking in bacon fat, so. Oh, come on, cooperate. Well, kinda. We'll have to call that good. That's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm gonna move my bacon because it was done. I don't want to cook it anymore. I'm gonna move it over here. And then I'm going to take this handle off. Take my handle off. Turn my gas off. And put this lid back on. The weather is calling for wind today and then increasing for tomorrow. So I'm going to guy this out. There's one down, one to go. I might just tie this one to the tree. I think this should be ready. Nice hot breakfast waiting for me. Oh yeah. Nice yolky bite. That bacon is to perfection. And the eggs are perfectly tender. Very nice. When it comes to sharing with my dogs, I always lead them away from my food. I always eat at least a little bit before I give them some. You know, I don't know. I really shouldn't give them any. It's a bad habit, for sure. But, whatever. Okay, come here. Stay. Come here, Judy. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Good dogs. The bolt-on handle is very handy for this. Because I can really tip the pan. I don't have to hold it. I know it's going to stay strong for me. And then Junie hasn't been feeling good, so this will be great for her to eat a little more food. We actually had somebody show up here. This is the first person since I've been here. To see what they're up to. I don't see anyone. I think they may have just turned around and left about as fast as they showed up. The dogs are upset with me because I walked away from that food. I had just put the bacon grease on. They're like, what in the heck? Don't you know, Maggie? She's like, I'm ready for that. I know you were making that for me. Probably shouldn't eat too much all at once. We'll spread it out a little bit. Yeah, Junie hasn't eaten much in the last 4 days. So this will be great. I've been feeding her cat food because it's the only thing she'd eat. And she's feeling a little bit better. We got her some medicine and she seems to be responding to it well. I've put everything I needed in this package. So I do have a tarp. I do have a satellite communicator. I've got a knife. I've got some cordage. I've got everything I need. You know, if I get stuck out there in a storm, I'll be okay. It won't be great, but I'll be okay. I didn't bring any food. I might grab some banana chips, and we'll go ahead and head out. Actually, I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to drink a quart of water so I don't have to grab some. This isn't a terribly long hike. I'm not going to be all that far from camp, so I didn't need to get too carried away when it came to supplies. This lake has several inlets, and they all just kind of run under these rocks. You can't see any of the water. But there's quite a bit of water flowing, you can tell that much. Well, you can see it a little bit, just here and there. Pretty cool. Yeah, lots of water up here. And this is the fall. This is when there'd be the least amount of water running. Seems to be plenty. There's a big rock right under the surface right here. I'm tempted to throw my line in, just see what happens. There might be a fish hiding behind it. I feel like a pregnant lady. Got my big belly. Alright, let's see if there's anything back there. Nothing. I'm going to try one more cast. Nope. Well, that was a waste of time. Let's keep moving. Crazy stumps. What you doing, Maggie? Good girl. Into the forest we go. Oh, these rocks are slippery! I was trying to do a graceful shot there. Almost fell down. Maggie's growling at something. Since I'm not sure where I'm going and there's no trail, I'm just going to hike over to this crest right here and look down. I just don't want to walk past this place just because I didn't look on the other side of a hill. So I'll just see what I can see from there. I'm glad I hiked up on this hill to look down in because there is a little lake. I can see water from here. It's pretty cute. It's like a miniature version of the lake that I'm camped at, but it looks pretty shallow. It looks like it's a marsh, and I don't want to hike in a marsh right now. I'd rather stay up here in the forest. So let's go up a little further, see if we can find another one of these little ponds. I rotated my pack around to my back, and it's like 5,000% better. Duh. Pop out of the forest here for a second and just see what's going on. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. That's beautiful. Well, maybe I'll stay on this forest side. It still doesn't look like it gets very deep here. I'm going to wait and get all the way up to the end. Whew. When I'm in primitive, difficult country, I just kind of let go of trying to be efficient. I let go of trying to get somewhere fast. I just let myself be as easygoing as possible. Because this country it's a ton of work. So you may as well just relax. Kind of take your time, choose your steps, and enjoy yourself. Because otherwise you'll get frustrated. There's so much deadfall. There's so many rocks everywhere. If you're worried about how fast you're getting to wherever you're going, you're not going to enjoy it. If it starts to get difficult, look back. Maybe you need to go back a little ways. Choose a different path. This place is so beautiful. Maggie, you look pretty in this grass. Come here. She keeps falling in holes. I think she's completely submerged herself. Her head's even wet. This is a really pretty spot. Look at that rock slide coming down. Such a primitive area. Usually you have to hike for at least a couple days before you get to somewhere this primitive. Yeah, I got a fish. Feels pretty decent, really. Feels really decent. Feels like a very nice fish. Let's see if I can get it in here where you can see it. Yeah, first cast, and in an area that I thought was quite shallow. My net is full of stuff. It's full of gear. Dang it. It looks small enough I should be able to wrangle it without the net. I don't think I'm going to keep this one. It's the first one, first cast. I'm more than likely going to catch more. And it doesn't look huge. It's perfect dinner size, honestly. But I don't want to have to carry him around this whole time. I'm sure I'll catch another one. Look what a beautiful fish he is. You see that guy? This is actually a female. She's a little bit tired. Ooh. There's a little burst of energy. Alright, I'm going to get her off this hook and let her go. Sorry guys, I thought that was rolling when I released her, but anyway, she's gone now. I found some high ground for all my stuff, and I'm going to set this camera up to show me fishing, but I thought I should show you around a little bit because this is just amazing. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I love rock fields like this. It's just so rugged. And these cliffs up there above us. But this whole end of this lake is pretty deep. So I'll be able to fish here off of this grass bank. And then I think I'll work my way over to those rocks eventually. Woo. Nope. Nope. Oh, that was a good bite right there at shore. So something was probably following it and then took it right there. Let's let it sink a little bit. Woo, it's getting windy. It's supposed to get worse tomorrow. I hope my awning is staying in one spot. I'm gonna let this one sink. Pretty windy. now's the time. Take it. Nope. No bites. Maybe I let go of my dinner. Maybe I should have kept her. She was a beauty. It's not very often you find an eagle's feather. I'm going to take it as a good omen. Means I'm going to catch a big fish. Right off that point. Woo! Almost slipped. This rock is slippery. Whoa, and teetery. There we go. Time to catch a big old fish. Come on. That can't be the only fish I catch. Just can't be. Oh, it's getting windy. Oh, got one! Did catch another one. Yay! Oh, it got off! Oh, I reached for my camera to start my camera and the fish got off. Man, it was fighting. That fish was fighting hard. Oh, I wish I would have caught that. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. And after catching that first fish so soon, I thought I was going to be pulling them out left and right. What once was hot has gone cold. Dang it. I never started that camera. Maggie! As I was pulling my jig up and out of the water, Maggie caught it. She shook her head, and so I knew it was stuck in her lip. So I was able to get a hold of her, get a hold of it, and I just tore it right out. I didn't hesitate one bit. I knew it was not going to be a surgical situation with Maggie because she freaks out about stuff like that, and I felt very lucky just to get a hold of it at all. So I got a hold of it, jerked it right out of there, and she seems to be fine. Okay, I just got another one. This one looks pretty nice too. Not huge, but nice. It's another female. A little closer. Looks like another female. Come on, almost there. Can't quite reach. Oh, finally got it. These clouds on that end of the valley are getting thicker and thicker, and it's getting windier and windier. So I'm going to head back that direction. I think I'm okay by all means, but I've caught my fish now, and I've gotten a flavor for this place, which is awesome. And I want to come back. Next time I'll bring the goats, and I will camp here at this lake. And I'll be able to wake up first thing in the morning and go catch a trophy. Because I think there are trophies in this lake. This is a beautiful lake. And so far it has very nice fish. And what's great about this lake, and how you can tell if it's a good lake, is how diverse the sizes are in the fish. So if you catch them and they're all the exact same size and they look like clones of each other, that's pretty much what you can expect, and they're probably all from the fish hatchery. But here, every fish I pulled out was just a little bit different, which means that this lake has an ongoing, healthy population of fish. So there's a good chance there's some monsters in here that have been growing for years. Feels like I just got here. I can't leave yet. I'm going to at least cast out a couple more times. Oh, felt like a bite. Yep, one was chasing it. And Maggie has no desire to chase the lure anymore. She has learned her lesson. This lake just has so many inlets. There must be 10, 12 inlets coming into this lake. And I'm sure they're all springs. It's a beautiful lake. I absolutely love it. Very healthy. Pretty marshy. Oh! Oof. I think that was a bite. Oh, yep. Got one. Catching fish never gets old. It's always fun. Let's get it up here and we'll let it go. I've already got dinner. Ooh, this one looks pretty good. Pretty nice. It's not huge, but let me get it up here in the grass where I can get a hold of it. This is the biggest one yet, I think. Yeah, it's beautiful. Get it up here. Let me get him turned over so we can breathe. Get him down in there. Alright, don't go too far. Let me go get the other camera. I'm gonna let him go. I've got mine all bundled up here and ready to pack home. So we don't need any more trout, but this is probably the nicest one that I've caught yet today. Yeah, look at that beauty. Let's see, am I in frame? Here we go. Right there. Look at that guy. Beautiful fish. Alright. Let's let him go. Woohoo! Right through the reeds, no problem. Nice. That was fun. There is a massive boulder in front of me that I've just got to go check out. I'm so curious. Look at that thing. It's huge. Looks like it landed right where it is and then broke in half. That's crazy. Wow, that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like, how did it get all the way to here without breaking and then break right here? Seems like it had to have had an impact in order to break. But maybe it didn't. Maybe it just had a crack. Maybe the water just got in there over the years and it just slowly opened up. So cool. I can actually walk through it. What do you think, Junie? Pretty cool in there? Yeah, look at that. Let's see what it looks like from this side. Yeah, that is very cool. So glad that I walked up to it. Whew. That's seriously one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Oh, and look at this. There's the lake that I'm camped at right there. I just got to go down the hill and I'm home. Woohoo! Well, down the hill and then across the rock fields. I still got a ways to go, but at least I know I'm not lost. I'm almost back and it's pretty darn windy. So I guess we'll see if those guy lines held. See if my awning is still open or if it's torn everything apart. It looks like it held. I can see it from here. My awning looks like it held just fine. So I think I'm going to clean this fish and make some dinner. It is getting quite windy. There's a gust right there. So I am going to wrap this windscreen around. We are definitely going to need it. Getting some pretty good gusts. Get this lit. lay them in there so they're flat against the pan. Hopefully that'll help them get nice and brown. And we'll throw the onions in there too. I'm going to turn the heat down just a bit. And then cover it up. I know a lot of you might be wondering why I'm not trying to make a pie with this trout, but this meal is sacred to me, and trout pie just really doesn't sound very appetizing. You can get center stage right there, little buddy. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Put together my spatula. See if these are getting brown underneath. Yeah, a little bit. Let's check it out. And I think these potatoes are far enough along that I can go ahead and put the trout in. So I'm going to use the lemon juice to create steam. That'll help cook the trout. That should have been enough time for all that steam to dissipate. So let's see what kind of progress we made. Ooh, that's looking good. I think we should turn the trout over. And then I'm going to hit it with some more steam. It's getting windy. Maggie's ready for whatever. Let's get those bones out. Ooh, look at that. Nice. And let's just let it finish, nice and slow. Finish this off with a little freshly ground salt and pepper. Wow, that meat is just so tender, not at all overcooked. Let's get some of these brown potatoes up here. That's the bite. Very nice. One more close-up shot of this meal before I take it and finish it off, because I'm hungry. That's good. Very, very nice. Well, you got a stick? I'm busy now. You got to keep yourself occupied. Stay. Back. Sit. Stay. Stay. Okay, get back. Stay. Sit. Stay. Stay. Okay. Look at those dead trees right there. Now they're kind of angled. And then look at my truck. And it's getting windy. Zolio's weather finally came through and it's showing snowflakes for tomorrow. So I am going to go ahead and pack up and go home. Let's go ahead and get this all back in the leather case. Oh, all those gloves and everything, making this a little bit tight. Will it fit? Yes, it will. Alright, so some of this stuff I keep up front with me, like these. I've had the wind take this from me before, so you got to be careful. There's the wind. Yeah, you can. This wind is very gusty. It's not constant, so if I wait, I should have a chance where I can get this rolled up. And having it guide out might help me a little bit, because I might be able to put some of it away. See, I've got all these steps. I got to put these poles in place. Let's see if it'll stay. Yeah, it's staying, so that's good. So now that I'm this far, I've just got to get it rolled up and get it out of the wind and do this. This is really a two-person job. Yes. Now I just got to fix the rooftop tent, gather up my guy lines and stakes, and I am out of here. Whew. That's a workout. The dogs are already loaded. We are all packed up and ready to go. When I saw that weather forecast with snowflakes on it, I knew I should follow my gut. Don't stay up here and then have to make that really difficult drive in the snow. That would have been horrible. I'm going to try to video some of this footage on the way out. was a pretty good run.
These are the things I know. Never let your woman go. Never break her heart. Oh, but where I come from, there's only miles of broken roads. Only love that'll never grow. It ends before it starts. Oh, where I come from, you die for the things you own. You never let your weakness show. You never pray to God. Oh, but where I come from, Heaven is the full man's goal. It leads you anywhere but home. It leads you to nowhere. But I will run. I will run. I will run. Run away. I will run. Oh, where I come from. These are the things I know. Never let your woman go. And never break her heart.
Well, I would keep it going, but this road never seems to end.